Hi, my name is Anil. This is the first talk show that I'm doing outside my laptop, my computer. I was meeting with several leaders, executives who were talking about based on the reports published in Gartner. They were talking about, hey, Everest is saying this thing, Gartner is saying that thing, and then there are research articles talking about it. So one thing that intrigued me, this data, right? How do they collect this data? Can I connect those individuals who are actually implementing this? So that's the reason I started connecting with different folks, and then they mentioned that it will be great to hear some of these conversations that you had, maybe in some form and shape, maybe through blog, articles, LinkedIn write-ups, or maybe the best way is to get them on the video. So if you look at, my efforts have been to connect with mostly three different category of people. One, who are the key sponsors, those who are funding these projects. They are understanding the value. They are the decision maker, board movers who wanted to take first mover advantage of implementing GenAI, agentic AI in their organization. Listening all those news about someone is saying 60% projects are failing, someone says 70% projects are failing, but still they are the bold movers. Second, those who are mid-management folks who are taking that initiatives, taking ownership to deliver it in production. That's the second category of people that I invite on my podcast, on the talk show. Third is those who are practitioners, designers, developers, how to learn GenAI or agentic AI. What are the right tools and technologies to be used? So with all three combined, I started creating a lot of these shows, inviting them, and they were really excited. Even some of the shows, I heard feedback after these shows that they are getting recognized within their organization. They are also able to give similar talk shows that also help them to prepare a lot of on what is happening on the GenAI and agentic AI stuff. And they also got to hear about more updates that is coming on this talk show, right? So it's, in my view, it is helping everyone. It's helping me. It's helping everyone who is watching these shows. Now, what is more important, that once we have all these information collected, how do we get the best out of it? How do we make it much more impactful? Right? What are the suggestions? Because this is something what I could reflect on. This is what I could absorb from some of the discussions that I had. So that's the same reason I started going to some of the workshops, some of the events. Like I was part of NVIDIA workshop that happened in Santa Clara. Then I was part of Anthropic workshop. I was part of PwC workshop. So idea is to learn what is happening, which technology is working on what particular initiative, and how it is aligned in terms of, because when you talk to any Fortune 5, 9 organization, they all are worried about how you take care of the governance. We are trying to solve this in some of the initiatives that I am involved. Just for the confidentiality perspective, I cannot talk more on this, but I can share the learnings, and I'm already sharing the learnings in some of the medium that I talked about. The last thing, which is the most important part of the pyramid, these developers. So I had set up one event that is happening on 23rd of this month, November, where I'm invited close to 500 students across the world, and to tell them what is happening when you guys are going to be interviewed as an AI engineer, or what is the organization or corporates looking for a new talent. Because I remember the days when everyone was talking about Java, Python. It is no more valid. Now people are looking for much more polished talent, and that is for a reason, because now you have much more availability of AI as a general purpose usage that can help you to write code faster, become a 10x engineer. So what these organizations are looking at. So look forward for that event. Give me any recommendation or feedback that you want me to change. Rich content supposed to come on the platform. but I want to make this really useful for the audience. It goes through a lot of, I would say, efforts from my side. It is not an easy game. You have to coordinate with your lot of travel, lot of personal commitment, lot of client commitments. Still, if I'm able to manage, it is for a reason that I also want to learn from each one of you. So with that, I'm keeping this video short, and we'll look for two things. One, any feedback or anyone that you want to come on the podcast or you want to request. Second, I want to share some of the learnings from the podcast in form of like how we make the talent ready when the technology is shifting so fast. So looking for the engagement on these two topics, and until the next episode, bye.